Hey, what up, though, everyone? Good morning, good evening, good night, depending on when you're seeing this video. I want to just to say hello and thanks for listening if you even got to this part. Today's topic that I'm going to talk about, it's been on my mind for a minute, and I think it's finally time for me to speak on it, on this. Today's topic that I want to talk about is gifts. What are gifts? How do you know your gifts? Is there such thing as God giving you too many gifts or talents? All the talents that you have, is it man-made talents or is it talents that's given from God? So what led me to this conversation is a few things, and once again, whenever I'm speaking on something, I'm only going to speak it on my part because I don't want to trigger anyone. But I know I feel that it's someone out there who could understand this topic. So gifts, I always heard this forever, from folks. And people always told me a lot of things. But there are also some things that I know that I can do that I didn't act upon. And I didn't act upon them. It's because I think I talked about this before on another episode. I wish I would have had the ability when I was younger to not give a fuck. Because not giving a fuck can take you away from your talent. Or giving a fuck takes you away from your talent because you're worried about what other people may say. Why? I don't know. So yeah, I wish that was something that I would have mastered when I was younger. Is not giving a fuck. Like I said, because giving a fuck takes you away from your gift. I believe, because you're worried about other folks, which means you're living for other people. So my talents, or whatever your talent or your gift is, and I'll just call them gifts. Whatever your gift or gifts are, that's between you and the man upstairs, or whatever power you look at. And I say those are between you and him because if he wanted everyone to know, I think that he would announce it to everyone. And these gifts, we know that we have in us, but sometimes we don't do anything about it. So I think when you have gifts from God and you don't use them, he takes something else away. He'll take away things that you do enjoy or things that you want, or even things that you may do, he may take it away until you learn the path that he wants you to go on. And I really, really, truly believe in that. For me, he's taken some things away. He set me down. I do know, he didn't say how he'll get your attention. He just said he'll get it when he need to. And in the midst of how he has put me down, it has given me a different outlook on a lot of things and is making me open up my gift. And, like I said, your gifts, you ain't never got announced to anyone. And, that's between you and him. And so then I always thought, I said, well, I think I got a lot of gifts. And then I had to break it down, the gifts between what God has given you and what mankind has said. But I have broken that down too. So I think the talents that God has given me, the gifts, I know it's more than one. And the gifts that he has given me don't match. They are all over the place. So maybe that was the fear, because they were all over the place. They didn't align with me not doing my gifts. Or maybe it was his key to say, hey, you have all these gifts. You need to somehow combine all these gifts into one, whatever it may be. And I'm still reaching for that, but I'm on to it. I should say that. So gifts can be a humbling experience. And like I said, if you are worried about what other folks say, which I'm not sure why, but somehow we do, and until you don't. So I think I'm at the age where I don't give a fuck anymore. So in the manner of speaking, I don't care. But it's funny. At this age, all the things that he has put into me are starting to come into place. You know, you fight it for years. Why? I don't know. Because we have our own plan, and I know that. You know, if you ever want to make God laugh, tell me your plan, and then he'll laugh back and show you his. Like I said, sometimes he's gonna take something away. In my case, he's taken things away to make me focus on that gift or those gifts. I'm definitely truly appreciative of them, and I'm appreciative of the people who he has put in my life to help me realize it too. And sometimes the people who you put in your life might not be who you think. That's some realization for you. So yeah, the gifts that we have. If you have more than one gift, consider that great. He just wants you to put those gifts together. So you're not tripping. You have gifts. Everyone has gifts. I've even looked in, I am totally not the person who can discuss the Bible. Right? Because I have a lot of questions about that Bible, but that's another subject. And the Bible says that everyone has a spiritual gift or spiritual gifts. So if I want to go on that level, we all have gifts. And if I didn't want to go on that level, I just want to be realistic. There's certain things I know that I could have did a long time ago that I know I've been great at. And I avoided them because it wasn't quote unquote the cool thing, or I was scared of what people would have said. And then I spin that into now, there's no telling where I would have been if I listened to those gifts back then and wasn't afraid of what others would say. Because people are going to talk about you whether you're bad, good, doing bad, whatever the case. So you should go ahead and do them anyway. This gift that I have received is something totally different than I would ever imagine. And I'll give you an instance, right? I would have never ever even considered trying to write an ebook or a book or any type of writing about anything, because I just thought that wasn't something I wanted to do. It wasn't cool to do. But lo and behold, not only have I did one, I've now completed two. Whether or not anybody ever buys it or not, or looks at it, that's not up to me. I know what he told me to do, and I did it, and I'm happy about it. Like, I'm really happy about writing some ebooks, and the reason I wrote those ebooks was from something else. I'm tired of seeing my people dying and not healthy and going through illness, coming from illness myself, going through illness myself. I have this power or I have this inkling that I'll do it for them. I never discuss my gifts, but I'll tell everyone this gift, this one gift. Whether you consider it a gift or not, I consider it a gift. I would say this one gift that I have, and it's been shown to me. It's gonna sound so crazy to y'all, but that's okay. The one gift that I have, I think that I am the one who receives the darkness. And I just didn't make that up. It's no coincidence that I feel someone else's pain more than they do. Or I see someone else's pain before they see it. But I've learned not to speak about it a lot. And especially when I see people's parents die, I don't have to know you. And if I know that, I instantly feel grief. Like it hits me hard. But I think I am the one who is supposed to receive those things. But also on the other side of receiving the dark side, of seeing the dark side, or being the one who witnesses it, it somehow shut me down too. Like a lot, it's kind of hard to get close to people. Because I feel if I explain it to someone's gonna look at me like I'm freaking crazy, which is cool, once again. But I'm just talking about one of my gifts. My gift is to bring together. And like I said, I feel pain. When I know somebody's going through pain, I feel it. I can't even give it a number. I feel it instantly. And a lot of times I'll be like, damn, I knew that. Or I knew it, but I couldn't say anything. I can't say anything. It ain't on me to speak it. Sometimes I do, a lot of times I don't. And I think that's one of the things that I'm battling with now, is to say that to someone. Could you imagine saying something to someone that they don't see? That they don't see it coming, but you see it coming? And you've been and you lived it, and and you're going through it, trying to explain that to that person? How does that come off? So yeah, that's one of my gifts. Like I said, some people won't consider it a gift. I truly think it is a gift. And I see it all the time. And I accept it. I'm cool with it. Like I said, I'll discuss one. I never ever discuss my gifts, but I will share that one. So, the topic tonight was about gifts. How do you know if you have a gift? And for me to know that I had a gift or gifts, because it keeps coming to me. It's been shown to me numerous of times. And it's not what other people say. It's things that I see and I know. So I'm not going by what man says. I honestly know these are my gifts. I've woken up 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, can't sleep. Mind is racing 1,000,000 times because I'm fighting with my gift or what I'm supposed to be doing. So I just wanted to come on and speak about gifts for a second, and just share this. If you have a gift, no matter what age you are, if you have a gift and you know you have a gift and you can't quite figure out why something ain't going right, it's probably because you're not using your gift. You're probably fucking around with your gift, and you can't fuck around with it. You gotta just do it. Just my opinion, just my advice. All right. So once again, I always talk about the subjects I talk about. I always talk about them about me because I don't want to trigger anyone else. But just like I know this conversation, someone else understands it. And as long as it's one, the job is done. And I don't know who it may be. You ain't never ever got to tell me that, but I know because I've been told to even have this conversation. All right. So I appreciate y'all for listening, man. You know, if you have a gift, please walk in your gift or gifts. You could have more than one. And a lot of us have more than one. Somehow you just got to figure out how to put all those gifts together. And I think that is the key. So thank y'all for listening. I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, man, you know, the podcast is coming more with people on it. But from time to time, I want to chime in and just do stuff like this real quick. Hit on different topics. Topics that I can speak about. You know? So it's a way of getting some insight on me. So I'll just end this video with the words of the great Notorious B.I.G., the one that's in the movie, y'all. All right. Never have so few, gave so much to so many. I appreciate y'all. Love ya. Good night.